Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from Minneapolis. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. He connects with Jordan Addison. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Minnesota. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. On fourth down, here comes Nolan Cooney to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. First and 10. On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Blake Hatchman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll throw out of the gun. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Steelers. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will score. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On first down, here's McCarthy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They put Pickens in motion. Quick throw, taken in. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll look to throw. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So after one, it's the Steelers with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. He is in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
11 yards on the connection there. It'll be a Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hopkinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Mason. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. They just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll look to throw yet again. Look wide, get this one complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
2 minutes remaining here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings 1st down. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive started.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it just past their 25.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Dallas Turner on the stop. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get to the 40 on a short kick. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. In motion, it's Jefferson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. They'll motion over Metcalf. Now Warren. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston, the punt for Pittsburgh. Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, here's McCarthy.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He's got a receiver. It's Addison. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. So here's a 2nd and 12. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. Now Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. McCarthy to the air on second down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Now McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Back to throw. He finds Metcalf on the slant. 13 yards on that pass play. That's a Steeler first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Austin brought in motion. A run out of the gun with Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They run out of the gun with Warren. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's Warren. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Here now, 2nd down and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's 2nd down. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
That's complete to Mason. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34.
What I loved most about this was just the ability of the quarterback, Mike, to so quickly go through his progression. You see early on at the top of his drop, his eyes are downfield. Quickly realizes there's not a lot of opportunities downfield. Check it down to your back and see if he can pick up the rest after the catch and move the chains with his legs.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Minnesota.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. A carry here for Warren. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. We'll try and run it here with Warren. Now a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.